From Horror News Radio and Gruesome Magazine, joining me tonight is the one and only Joseph Perry, all the way from South Korea. He is here to talk to us about a film he caught at the BIFAN International Film Festival, or I think I just kind of added extra to that. And the film is called The Endless. It's also going to be playing at the Popcorn Frights Film Festival here in the States in the next few weeks, or maybe after you're hearing this. But it is The Endless from Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. Joseph, as we get into this, tell us a little bit about The Endless. What's the quick synopsis?
Okay. The quick synopsis is that the directors and writer Justin Benson and co-director Aaron Moorhead star for the first time in one of their films, and they play brothers who have left a cult several years ago, and the cult lives out kind of, in the middle of nowhere, rather deserted area, and the brothers have not had a lot of success adjusting back to the real world, and they're working menial jobs, living very hand-to-mouth. So the younger of the two brothers, played by Aaron Moorhead, wants to go back and visit the cult for a day trip. And his brother, played by Justin Benson, as I mentioned, does not think that's a good idea. However, they go ahead and do it, and they find that things are very unusual and odd there, including the behavior of some passerby on the road and some of the cult members' behavior as well. And yes, it's a very mysterious film. It slowly unravels its secrets. And it was the winner of the Bucheon International Fantastic Film Festival, or BIFAN, Best of BIFAN Award, which is their equivalent of Best Film for this year's festival. And it's well-deserved. It's a really fantastic film that has a lot to it. And as I said, it unrolls its secrets slowly, and it's worth seeking out.
Worth seeking out. It is described on IMDb as a horror sci-fi thriller. So since we are a horror site and horror fans will be listening to this, what is there an example of a horror element that they can look forward to scaring the pants off them?
Yes, as you know, Doc, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a how can I say it? A very dark and large force at play. Okay, it's been hinted at. Oh, I don't want to give too much away, but it's been hinted at in one of Moorhead and Benson's earlier films, and it really comes to fruition here. And fans of traditional cosmic horror will find a lot to like in The Endless. Is that enough of a hint for you?
Yeah, cosmic horror. Now, there's a term you don't get a whole lot of, so that's very interesting. These are two directors that I know you're a fan of. Is the direction... How strong is the direction for The Endless? Obviously, it won, so it has to be.
Yeah, it is, of course, very strong. Benson Moorhead gets stronger with each film, I do believe. Really quick side note, Doc. Resolution played at BIFAN in 2012, and they have done a guest visit for each of their films at BIFAN, and I saw them at the 2012 guest visit and this year's Endless guest visit, which is the equivalent of a Q&A session. I missed them for spring in 2014 here, though I did see the film here. And anybody who has followed their career so far knows that Resolution was a great low-budget debut. Spring built on that and had a lot of amazing character development, and their films are not simply straight-ahead horror films. There's so much more going on, and I think one of the strongest points in their films is the human interaction between the characters, which, of course, in a good horror film, makes you care more about them and for their outcome, and to hope that no harm comes to our favorite protagonists.
Ooh, sounds very, very exciting. What is your favorite scene from The Endless?
Well, my favorite scene is when the first of the puzzle pieces are put together by one of the brothers, and he suddenly starts to realize what's going on in this very strange cult habitat.
Ooh. That's saying a lot and saying nothing at the same time.
I know.
Let
me really quickly say, Doc, that
yes.
Endless is the kind of film where you want to go in knowing as little as possible. And so let me direct fans who, or rather listeners and potential viewers who aren't sure, is this something for me or not? Let me just say that please go into it without researching it too much, because as the mysteries unfold and things happen on screen, example, this cosmic horror that I'm talking about, it's going to be so much more surprising and much more of a payoff for you if you avoid spoilers.
All right. Well, what is your score for The Endless?
My score is 4.5 out of 5. It's going to be on my best of 2017 list for sure.
For sure. All right. Thank you very much. If you want to hear more of these types of reviews, head over to gruesomemagazine.com, where you can find not only these, but our podcast, Horror News Radio, and Decades of Horror. And of course, you can find out information about the Gruesome Magazine Quarterly we do. It's available in digital and print-on-demand format. Joseph, thank you for your review of The Endless. Let's say goodnight.
Good night.